time for another check-in. We are 10 days out. And I think it just hit me that we're 10 days out. It's just crazy. If I'm being completely honest, I thought, not even by now, I thought earlier I would have already failed. So I think I've shared this a bit, but so I've already had a really big weight loss journey, right? I was like 365, lost, 120 pounds, 265, no, even more than that. Yeah, like 135-ish pounds. And that was over the course of 3-ish years. And just like full circle, moved to St. Louis towards the end of 2019. And so going into the new year, thinking, okay, maybe there's some things I need to adjust. And then pandemic happens, which of course, I'm not just claiming that as a personal experience. That's obviously happened for everybody, right? But it was really interesting because the whole learning of a new city, the whole experience of learning a new city was gone, completely gone. One of my closest friends now, Rob, he invited me to a Blues game. I have yet to go to a Blues game or a Cardinals game. Ironically enough, he's now invited me to a Cardinals game after everything's reopened, and I wasn't able to go. But the Blues game, I wasn't able to go because I got sick, and then it was like right after that, the world shut down. And I just say that to say, it's so interesting how, for me, my mind went back immediately to when I gained a whole bunch of weight, way back when I gained 100 pounds in 11 months. And I turned to food for comfort, ordering delivery food and ordering, anything and everything under the sun, snacking, late night snacking. Of course, beer and alcohol plays, a part in it. And, you immediately justify it too, right? Like my justification was, it's COVID, there's a pandemic, I shouldn't go anywhere, so I'll just get all of my meals delivered, even though there are healthy meal delivery options out there. But I did not do that, and I kept trying to tell myself that, it was okay. I wasn't gaining weight. I was just, whatever. And I was trying to validate why, I felt bigger or felt, uncomfortable in my clothes or whatever the case was. And the reality was I was just being unhealthy again. And I don't know what hit me, in February. I think because, even during COVID, you can ask, and my friends will know what I'm talking about if they watch this. I started a little nutrition group with my friends, and we had a check-in with one of my friends in Oklahoma every week. She's a nutrition coach in Oklahoma, and we were all really trying to do the thing, and they all did it really well, and I was lying the whole time. I was doing it, but I wasn't, and obviously wasn't seeing success, and but I talked the talk as if I just really knew. I just really was nailing it. But you can tell, right? You can tell when it's not panning out, both in your performance in the gym, your performance at work, just how you feel. And I don't know what clicked for me. But it was after the new year, 2021, and I was back home here in St. Louis, and I just had this huge wave of fear that I was about to go right back to what I had worked so hard to overcome, which was that weight gain. And, you know, if you go back to one of the episodes, this conversation kind of actually arose at my friend Andrew and Kelly's house. And then Kelly actually in one of the other videos said, she asked me the question, she said, you know, why a physique show? You know, why isn't just losing weight, you know, enough? And I think I answered, well, maybe splice it in here. I think I said something about like the community aspect of it, and like just showing, you know, hey, like you can accomplish what you put your mind to, except like it's that some sort of thematic expression like that.
Why sign up for a bodybuilding show? Why like this extreme? What's the motivation or the why behind that? Why can't you just like want to lose weight or get in shape or whatever?
I think it's like, honestly, I think it's even evolved over the last week and a half. So like originally, I was like, I really want to see like what my body can look like and what mentally I'm capable of. And that's, for me, like signing up makes it very real. It's kind of turned into more of just like an honest conversation about like what any individual is capable of. And like, even regardless of the end result, like I have no expectation of placing or winning anything, but like I do have an expectation of very much so like falling in love with the journey of this prep process, and like not being like, I don't know, not already counting myself out from being able to do something just because it's hard.
Yeah. However, I think now a little bit more, I've learned more about what it's meant to me. It has been the catalyst of change that I needed. It has been the catalyst to change. Because what's like scary to admit to myself, but I've admitted it now a few times, is that I don't think if I would have signed up for a show, I don't know that I don't know where my weight and health would be at the moment, truthfully, which is scary, right? And to anybody watching that's like, you know, I'm trying to lose weight, I'm on a weight loss journey, I want to lose weight, I don't know why it's not working. That's not me saying you also need to go sign up for a physique show, but I guess what I'm saying is, you do need to really challenge yourself and your mind to understand. You know, we always say like, what's your why? I mean, sure, but really understand like what is the catalyst? Like, what is it going to be? It's like, for me, I'm under 30 years old, and I've already had a big weight gain and a big weight loss and a decent weight gain, and now again, like obviously a weight loss for a very specific goal. But it's more than that, right? It's more than that. It's, yeah, the show is the ultimatum, but the long term is staying lean, staying healthy, understanding, as Andrew mentioned in an earlier episode, what is food and what is not food. What actually provides fuel and what truthfully takes away from your daily function. So, yeah, it's an oddly harrowing thought to consider, right? Like, oh, where would you be if you didn't sign up for a physique show? But I think it's kind of true. And I'm really glad that I did. I've never been someone that's been very like body confident or, you know, just had a great body image, mindset. And I do now. I think I appreciate my body a little bit more because I've now seen it change twice in both ways. And it really is amazing, you know, when you give your body the fuel, good, clean fuel, how well you look, how well you feel, and how well you function. Anyways, and with that, let's cut to something a little bit lighter. Hey friends, figured I'd give you a little preview into a week's worth of food for Physique show. So this is actually not even all the chicken. There's 2 more pounds cooking in the air fryer now. This is the remaining 6 pounds of chicken that we go through in about a week, a little over a week. And then I've got some beef in here. I use a meal prep service for now, just because they make the burger patties and it's a little bit easier. But I'm switching to just cooking my own ground beef because that's pretty easy. And then I've got all the rice back there, some spinach, my eggs, egg whites, bananas, and rinse and repeat. Oh, as far as seasoning goes too, so did get some questions on how I season the chicken. So what I do is I use Flavor God seasoning. It's pretty great. It is decently controlled sodium wise, which is my biggest thing. And it doesn't have it doesn't have any calories in it really. So I put a little bit of the spicy and the regular, and then I put some Cholula in Tupperware just to make it all stick. Put my chicken in there, shake it up, and yeah, it comes out delicious. So there you go.